Okay, so now we are starting mock interview of Sonak Rai for IIT Jodhpur Artificial Intelligence. Sonak, give us a brief introduction.
Good evening, sir. My name is Shaunak Roychaudhary. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal. I have done my class 10 from Saltire School, which is affiliated under the ICSE board. I have done my class 12 from the same school. Currently, I am pursuing BTech from Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata, under the Electronics and Communication Engineering discipline. I have an aggregate CGPA of 8.25 till my 7th semester. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so why do you want to join IIT Jodhpur?
Sir, in my third year, I have attended a lot of conferences on intelligence, and I have studied a lot of applications about that domain. And also after my GATE examination, I started some basic preliminary courses on machine learning, and from that I found that I had a great interest in that domain. So that's why I think that if I get an opportunity to study IIT Jodhpur.
No, no. So you answered that why do what you have done. But I ask you what why IIT Jodhpur?
Sir, IIT Jodhpur offers, while going through the website of IIT Jodhpur, I found that in the artificial intelligence domain, a lot of work is going on, both in the terms of research as well as industry-oriented programs are also there. So that's why I think that.
Okay. So from your third year, you have started in the working in the direction of artificial intelligence, right?
Yes, sir. But still now, I don't have any hands-on experience on the domain. I only have some theoretical knowledge about it.
So how did you gain that theoretical knowledge? From where?
Sir, basically, in my BTech days, I just used to listen to some conferences which used to happen in our college due to on the topic of AI in the modern day world and the future technology. Like that, it used to happen. So I used to listen to those conferences, and from that I developed the interest. And after my GATE examination, I enrolled in a course on machine learning from Coursera, and from that I am learning a bit about the subject.
Okay, okay. So you are from electronics background.
Yes, sir.
What are your favorite subjects in electronics?
Sir, electron devices and circuits and analog electronics.
Okay. Okay, so Kailash sir.
Okay, sir. Hello, Shonak.
Hello, sir.
Okay, so you are comfortable with analog electronics and EDC, right?
Yes, sir.
So, can you tell me how artificial intelligence is empowering the electronic circuit? Any idea about this?
Sir, um, it is used in chip designing part of the electronics. Like in VLSI, also we can incorporate artificial intelligence like that.
It is used in the chip designing part.
Means,
Hmm?
sir, no, not like that. Means, uh, sir, AI we can use in like everything is nowadays everything is getting automated. So sir, like in automation only we can use AI. So sir, in that way, sir, like or in uh, yes sir, like that. In solar cells also, sir, we can
Okay,
use.
can you name some of the electronics company which has powered their devices with AI techniques or technology?
Sir, I think Texas Instruments, Qualcomm, these are some companies which use AI in their products.
Okay, Shonak, suppose I'm giving you a sine wave of 60 hertz, right?
Okay, sir.
And I need a clock signal of 1 hertz to operate my digital circuit, right?
Okay.
So tell me how I can convert 60 hertz sine wave into 1 hertz clock.
Sir, first of all, the sine wave should be we should be pass the sine wave through op-amp to get
Through a op-amp has lot of configuration. Which configuration? Simple open loop op-amp.
sir through a sir. Mm, Sir, it should be passed through a differentiator circuit.
So differentiator, what is the differentiation of the sine wave? Do you think that once you differentiate the
No.
sine wave, there are the possibility you can get a clock?
No, sir, no, sir. Sir, it should be passed through a op-amp.
No,
Right.
that is fine. It should be passed through op-amp. What op-amp is just a device. It is just a two-port terminal, right? In what configuration I need to use my op-amp so that I can solve my purpose? I'm asking that. Okay, you're fine. You can pass it through op-amp. That is right. Okay.
Sir, through a non-inverting op-amp.
Then what will happen if you're passing a sine wave through a non-inverting op-amp, and provided the condition your op-amp is operating in the linear mode? So it will be simple amplification with zero phase. Then how your purpose is going to solve? Your purpose is to convert a sine wave into square wave, and sine wave is having the different frequency and square wave is having the different frequency. Okay.
No, sir, I don't think.
Okay.
So.
Do you have some copy? Do you have some copy pen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Draw the integrator circuit by using op-amp. Okay. Do you think this is integrator? There is no resistor connected at the input terminal. Do you think this will work?
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now draw the frequency response of this integrator. Ashona, are you done?
Sir, minus R by j omega c.
No, don't tell me the expression. Show me the graph. How the graph will be. I told you to draw the plot.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, now what is this zero on the x-axis? I guess on x-axis you have plotted a frequency, right?
Yes, sir.
So in your graph at this omega is equal to 0, omega is equal to 0 means DC. There is some finite gain according to your graph, right?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what capacitor work as for DC. It is open circuit.
The capacitor opens for DC.
हाँ, तो अगर अब अपने सर्किट पे जाइए, अगर आपका कैपेसिटर ओपन हो जाएगा तो ये ओपन लूप ऑप एम्प बनेगा, और ओपन लूप ऑप एम्प का गेन फाइनाइट होता है कि इनफाइनाइट होता है?
Infinite.
Do you think that? So do you think your graph is satisfying the circuit operation?
Oh, no. No, sir. Like,
It should be somewhere very large, about some DC frequency. It is 1 upon omega, na? According to your frequency response, right? Then it should be very large value practically. We can't say infinite, but it should be very large value, right?
yes, sir.
Because open loop gain of the op amp is infinite.
Infinite.
So whatever you are drawing, you must be consistent with that. Okay, it should not be like that you are drawing something else and statement you're making something else, right? And second thing is, Shaunak, as you're going for the artificial intelligence, I'm not sure how much they will ask from the core electronics, but you must be well aware at least of how artificial intelligence is empowering the electronics industry, basically, whether it is from R&D point of view, whether it is from manufacturing point of view, or whether it is from the integration of the component point of view, right? So if you have studied so much paper, also study on this direction. There is a lot of content provided on the Google, right?
Like, should I even study that, like which company, any product or something?
Yeah,
like
at least, yeah, there are chances they can go for this. Okay, because these are the casual questions they can ask. So at least have idea about. There are so many electronics company who have started to implement, right?
Okay.
And second thing is, I ask you to draw. There is a 160 hertz sine wave, and I told you how I can get a 1 hertz clock. See, first of all, you need to convert this sine wave into square wave, that you can convert using Schmitt trigger or comparator, right? So that will be of the 60 hertz. And now you might have studied in digital, there is a device counter with the help of which you can divide the frequency. So
Yes.
use the mod 60 counter. 60 by 60 is the 1 hertz. Simple thing is that, right?
Okay.
So these are the some basic fundamental question, they can hit on you, right? Okay, Tyagi sir, you can continue, please.
Okay, so Sayam sir, please check his some software knowledge, software skills.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shaunak, tell me what have you worked till now in the field of artificial intelligence? As you were mentioning in the earlier part of the interview that you have done some kind of course and in machine learning and all. So tell me what have you done as far?
So basically, I have learned a few algorithms, the search algorithms that are used in AI, and also
Mm-hmm.
I am currently going through the course of Andrew Ng, which is available in Coursera, from where I have learned the basic part of linear regression, gradient descent algorithm, and that part.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And
Okay. And have you started coding it?
Sir, I know the code. I started the coding part, but I'm not that much confident in it.
Okay, so what have you been using for, I mean, which language have you been using to code?
Sir, Python.
Okay, can you name some libraries which have the, I mean, popular libraries which you have been using so far in
Sir,
Python?
NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Matplotlib, yeah. So
Okay,
basically,
uh, okay, why do we use Pandas library?
Pandas, one of the use, sir, we can read the CSV file. It is used to read the CSV file and load the data set for operating.
Okay, can you convert Pandas data frame to array, multi-dimensional array? Can you convert Pandas data frame?
Pandas to array. Yes, sir.
Hello,
Hello. Uh, sir, sir, I'm
hello.
not. Hello, 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 hello.
Sayam sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
continue.
Yes, sir. I am here.
Uh,
Shaunak, can you yes tell me? Can you convert Pandas data frame to multi-dimensional array?
uh, Sir, I'm not that much sure about it, but I think that we can use pandas for creating multidimensional arrays.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask some machine learning models. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me the differences between regression and classification.
Sir, regression is used for to operate on continuous values, whereas in classification it is used on discrete values. Like if in a data set we need to predict whether a patient has a malignant cancer or benign cancer, then 0 or 1 we can use this type of problem is used in case of classification, and in regression we can measure the housing price and area. We can calculate that in a certain data set, if we train the model, then we can
Hmm.
get a area and get a particular price according to that area, like that.
Okay. Is classification always binary?
Yes, sir. All not binary means 0 1, or can be true false, yes no, like that.
Is it always like that, or can we have three or four multiple classes as well? Can we have multi-class classification also, or is it always two-class classification?
No, sir, we can have multi-class classifications.
Okay. Now tell me the loss function, any loss function used in logistic regression.
The lost function.
Yes.
Sir, cost function is it is used.
Okay. Have you heard of sigmoid loss function?
Sigmoid, no, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, Shaunak, tell me what are the theoretical concepts you have studied in artificial intelligence as a theoretical I mean theoretical information as a theoretically.
Sir,
You mentioned that you have studied some search algorithms.
search algorithms, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shaunak,
Yes, sir.
can you
Yes,
repeat
sir.
that?
Sir, I have studied the search algorithm part. Yes, sir. Hello. Yes, sir. I have studied the search algorithm part. Yes, sir.
Okay. Define hill climbing search algorithm.
Sir, I have studied the informed and uninformed search algorithms only. I don't know about him.
Yes, hill climbing is one of the informed search algorithm.
I'm sorry, I am not aware of this. I haven't studied this.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean by gradient descent?
Sir, in case of linear regression, sir, in gradient descent means, sir, the cost function, the error between the cost function, error between the actual value and the predicted value, that should be reduced to make the model better. So in that case, we can use gradient descent, which by which we can there is a learning rate. We can decrease the learning rate, and we can decrease the error, and accordingly we can reduce all the error and make the model better.
Is gradient descent a loss function or a optimization problem?
So it is optimization problem.
Okay. So what would you prefer learning? I mean, what would you prefer as a learning rate? Should it be very large or should it be very small?
Sir, it should be moderate, not very large, not very small.
What would
It,
happen if it would be very large? What would happen then?
sir, it would not converge. If it is very large, it would not converge, and we cannot find a converging point where the error is minimum. That we cannot find if alpha, the learning rate, is very large.
Okay, okay. Shaunak, what do you mean by back propagation?
Sir, back propagation means, sir, like once the suppose if a value, we find the value of something, we can change the value of the parameters, and then again try for the error calculation, and then again change the value of the parameters, these
Okay. Can you name a machine learning paradigm where this back propagation is used from earlier ages? I mean, from very beginning of the development of machine learning. Can you name any machine learning paradigm? Where do you use back propagation?
Sir, the back propagation is used um, in unsupervised, like in linear regression only, we use back propagation.
Have you heard of perceptron learning algorithm?
No, sir.
Neural networks?
Sir, I know a bit about neural. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Shaunak. That is all. Tyagi sir.
Okay, so Sonak,
Yes, sir.
how are you in mathematics?
Sir, I have studied the part which
In which
was
topics of
suggested.
mathematics you are most comfortable? Tell me.
Sir, linear algebra.
Okay, linear algebra. So tell me about similar matrices. What
Singular
are
matrix.
similar matrices?
Sir, singular matrix.
Similar, SIMILAR, similar.
Okay, so two matrices are said to be similar if if their number of rows and number of columns are equal, as well as all the elements are also equal. Then it is called similar.
Can you write two similar matrices?
So,
Hmm?
so like both the elements are same. That much.
Okay, दोनों एक दूसरे की कॉपी कर दिया आपने, right?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what do you mean by equal matrices?
Sir, equal matrices means sir, that if the number of rows and columns are same, then it is no, sorry. Sir, equal matrix will be this. All the elements should be same. Similar matrix, all the rows and columns should be equal. That is a similar matrix.
And equivalent matrices? Hmm?
Equivalent matrix.
Equivalent matrices.
Sir, equivalent matrix.
No idea.
No.
Okay. अच्छा, एक 2x2 का मैट्रिक्स लिखो. Write down a matrix of size 2x2 that is not triangular matrix. That must not be triangular. Okay. And its eigenvalues are -3 and 7. लिखो.
तो मैट्रिक्स फाइंड आउट करना है.
हाँ,
ओके.
eigenvalues -3 और 7 है 2x2 का, और वो ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स नहीं है. ठीक है
सर 1833
1833.
33.
Okay, now tell me, what is binomial distribution?
Sir, binomial distribution, it can be represented as NCR p to the power, like if R is the event which is needed to be found and N is the total number of outcomes, then the binomial distribution can be represented as NCR p to the power R, q to the power N minus R, where P is the probability of occurrence of event and Q is the probability of not occurring of the event. And
बाइनोमियल में कुछ बर्नौली की कंडीशंस की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. क्या क्या कंडीशंस होती हैं वो रिक्वायर्ड?
So the event should be independent. The probability, event should be independent. The summation of P, no, that is P plus Q, that should be equal to 1, and our event should be finite. Yes, sir.
Event should be finite.
Means the number of outcomes, N should be finite.
Number of outcomes या number of trials?
The number of trials, yes. Number of trials should be finite.
Okay. अच्छा, बाइनोमियल में और पॉइजन में क्या रिलेशन होता है आपस में? कोई रिलेशन है इनमें?
So Poisson is the limiting case of binomial.
क्या क्या कंडीशंस में?
So like if the number of trials, that is N, is infinite or very large, then we can use Poisson distribution.
Okay. अच्छा, पॉइजन में कितने पैरामीटर्स यूज करते हैं?
So Poisson, if we find the mean, we can find the mean from the Bernoulli theorem. What did we can find the mean, and binomial distribution we can find the mean. Then the Poisson distribution can be represented as e to the power minus m into m to the power r. That is, r is the number of is outcomes, and by r factorial, and
पैरामीटर्स कितने होते हैं?
mean is equal to variance.
इक्वल टू वेरिएंस तो फॉर्मूला होगी ना. पॉइजन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में कितने पैरामीटर्स होते हैं?
2 parameters,
क्या क्या?
mean and the outcome, outcome that is required, means the event that is required.
Okay. Okay, so now you can provide feedback, sir. Kailash sir. Okay, Sayam sir.
यस सर। शौनक देखो, सबसे पहले तो ना,
त्यागी सर,
Hmm.
त्यागी सर,
Yes sir.
मैंने फीडबैक दे दिया इसको शौनक को पहले।
Okay sir. Okay. Sayam sir.
हाँ जी सर। शौनक सबसे पहले तो ना तुम्हारा देखो, फंडामेंटल्स तो ठीक है, लाइक मशीन लर्निंग के जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं वो तुम्हें पता है, बट थोड़ा ना तुम इसको ये मतलब वो लोग तुमसे ये पूछ सकते हैं कि तुम्हारा एक्सटेंशन क्या हो सकता है इस पे, तो तुम थोड़ा और अच्छे से देख लेना, मतलब कि एप्लीकेशंस क्या है तुम्हारे डोमेन से रिलेटेड। ओके।
मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से रिलेटेड जो सर ने बोला वो मतलब एक बार देखना।
हाँ वो सब चीजें देख लेना। और बाकी है ना, ये न्यूरल नेटवर्क का अच्छे से आर्किटेक्चर देख लेना, ठीक है, एक न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व कर लेना न्यूरल नेटवर्क पे।
ओके सर।
अगर तुमने न्यूरल नेटवर्क पढ़ा है, नहीं भी पढ़ा है तो तुम बहुत इजी है, परसेप्ट्रॉन लर्निंग रूल पढ़ लेना और न्यूरल नेटवर्क पढ़ लेना, क्योंकि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का फंडामेंटली न्यूरल नेटवर्क से स्टार्ट होता है। ओके, डीप लर्निंग पे तो वो तुम्हें अच्छे से पता होना चाहिए, और न्यूमेरिकल जरूर सॉल्व करना जिसमें तुम्हें बैक प्रोपगेशन एल्गोरिथम मिले, ठीक है, उसमें बैक प्रोपगेशन एल्गोरिथम के थ्रू ही न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व होगा वो।
गूगल में न्यूमेरिकल सर न्यूरल नेटवर्क ऐसा लिखने से आ जाएगा ना?
हाँ हाँ आ
मतलब
जाएगा आ जाएगा, हाँ हाँ मिल जाएगा।
ओके सर।
ओके ओके, बाकी तो तुम्हारा ठीक था।
ओके सोनक यार, तो आज तुमने परफॉर्मेंस कुछ इम्प्रूव की है अच्छी, बट उसको और अच्छे तरीके से करो। अगर 2 ही चैप्टर हैं, कब है आपका इंटरव्यू?
सर 11th को है।
तो आपके पास कल का दिन है, तो कल फुल डे में टाइम निकालो, 2 घंटे मैट्रिक्स पे लगाओ, स्टार्टिंग से एंड तक सारा मैट्रिक्स रिवाइज करो। अब जैसे इक्वल मैट्रिसेस, सिमिलर मैट्रिसेस, इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिसेस, एलिमेंट्री ऑपरेशंस, ये सब बेसिक चीजें किसी को इग्नोर मत करो, बिल्कुल बेसिक चीज भी पूछ लेते हैं ना। तुमने कोई भी सही आंसर नहीं किया, लेकिन बाद में ये आपने मैट्रिक्स बना दिया, आपको आइगन वैल्यू दिया तो मैट्रिक्स आपने बना दिया, वो करेक्ट है। बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की मतलब एक्सप्लेनेशन थोड़ी और अच्छे तरीके से इंप्रूव करो। आइडिया है बट क्लियरिटी की कमी है थोड़ी। तो अभी आपको क्या करना है, देखो कल का दिन है आपके पास, सबसे ज्यादा फोकस प्रोबेबिलिटी, रैंडम वेरिएबल और मैट्रिक्स अलजेब्रा, इन पे लगा दो, पूरी जान लगा दो इन पे कल के फुल डे। और छोटी छोटी डेफिनेशन समझो सारी, कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं नॉर्मल सी चीज। जैसे मंडी में, आईआईटी मंडी में पूछा कि भी सैंपल स्पेस में और इवेंट में क्या डिफरेंस है, इवेंट क्या होता है, तो आपको एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा ना उनको, बिल्कुल बेसिक सा कंसेप्ट है, लेकिन उसी को इग्नोर कर देते हैं हम लोग। कहाँ पढ़ते हैं कि ये क्या होता है, आंसर निकालना सीख जाते हैं हम। तो उस डायरेक्शन में पढ़ो। और रैंडम वेरिएबल को पीडीएफ, पीएमएफ, सीडीएफ और जितने भी प्रोबेबिलिटी के डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से सारे रिवाइज कर लो कल। और पैरामीटर तुमने बताया, तो पैरामीटर पॉइजन में केवल एक ही पैरामीटर होता है, मीन, ठीक है। बाइनोमियल में 2 पैरामीटर होते हैं, नंबर ऑफ ट्रायल्स और प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ इवेंट इन वन ट्रायल, एन और पी, ठीक है। नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में पैरामीटर क्या क्या होता है हमारा, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन और मीन। एक्सपोनेंशियल में केवल एक पैरामीटर होता है, रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द मीन। तो सबके अंदर पैरामीटर पता होने चाहिए, सबके पीडीएफ के फॉर्मूले पता होने चाहिए, और पीडीएफ से सीडीएफ, सीडीएफ से पीडीएफ कैसे निकालते हैं, वो सब चीजें डिस्कस कर लो, ठीक है। और कोई बेसिक ग्राफ भी पूछ सकते हैं, तो ग्राफ के बारे में आइडिया होना चाहिए, जो कल भी मैंने शायद आपको बताया होगा, फिर से बता देता हूँ।
हाँ सर,
ये 2 ग्राफ सर्च कर लेना,
e to the power x plus 1 और e to the power minus,
ये दोनों इंपॉर्टेंट ग्राफ्स हैं आजकल, ठीक है। चलो
थैंक यू सर।
बाकी स्टार्टिंग का आंसर आपका ठीक है, कि आपने आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से तो बता दिया रिलेट करना, वाई जोधपुर का आंसर भी करो रेडी। जोधपुर क्यों जाना चाहते हो?
सर ये क्या मतलब उनका वेबसाइट?
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस बहुत कम कॉलेज में भी स्टार्ट हुआ है, ठीक है। मैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में ही जाना चाहता हूँ, और वो बहुत ही लिमिटेड आईआईटी के अंदर है, और मैं आईआईटीज में जाना चाहता हूँ। उनमें से एक आईआईटी जोधपुर है जो अच्छा आईआईटी है, क्योंकि इसने बहुत पहले स्टार्ट किया हुआ है। सभी आईआईटीज में यहाँ का एआई सबसे पहले स्टार्ट हुआ है लगभग, तो इसलिए ये मेरे लिए मतलब अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे। यहाँ पे आईओटी एंड सेंसर वाला, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस वाला, तो जो फ्यूचर में डिमांडिंग ब्रांचेस है वो यहाँ पे सारी है, तो इसलिए यहाँ पे फ्यूचर के हिसाब से मुझे लग रहा है कि ज़्यादा अच्छे तरीके से काम हो रहा होगा, तो मैं भी उसमें साथ में पार्टिसिपेट कर पाऊंगा। क्लियर? चलो, ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू सर,
Okay, Shaunak, all the best.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।